This question asks us to find the measure of angle x in the triangle shown below. And this triangle is a little unusual. It has a couple of rays sticking out from a few sides of the triangle. And we can see a measure of one of the external angles from those rays on the outside of the triangle, 116 degrees. And there's one angle on the inside of the triangle that doesn't have a measurement. So we have to do a couple of different steps here to figure out what the measurement of angle x is going to be. And there are a couple of ideas that we've learned from geometry that can help us solve this problem. One is that the interior angles of a triangle add up to 180 degrees. So if we take the measurement of the angles on the inside of the triangle and add them up, they're always going to equal 180 degrees for every triangle, no matter what the shape. The second idea that we want to remember and use here in this problem is that of supplementary angles. Supplementary angles are two angles that add up to 180 degrees. And we have a pair of supplementary angles here in this figure that we can use to help us solve for x. Here is angle x in blue, and we have, well, it's sort of green, I guess it is, and 43-degree measurement is a measurement that we know for one of the angles, and there's another angle shown here in red. So those three angles together are going to add up to 180 degrees. But we need to know the measurement of two angles in order to be able to find the measurement of the third. So we need to find the measurement of that red-colored angle. And to do that, we need to put it together with the 116-degree angle next to it, and to notice that those two angles form 180 degrees and that they're supplementary angles. So we can use that knowledge to help us find the angle measurement for the red angle. If we take 180 degrees, which is the measurement of supplementary angles, two of them together, and we subtract 116 degrees, the measurement of the purple angle, we're going to find the measurement of that red-colored angle. We need to do a little regrouping here with those 8 tens, and so we have 10 ones to subtract from, and 10 ones minus 6 ones is going to be 4, and 7 tens minus 1 10 is going to be 6, so we have 64 degrees. And that is the measurement of that red-colored angle in the diagram here. Now we have two measurements on the inside of this triangle, and so now we're able to find out what the measurement of that third angle, angle x, is. We know that 64 degrees plus 43 degrees plus the measurement of angle x is going to equal 180 degrees because the interior angles of a triangle are always going to add up to 180 degrees. So let's take an add up right now, 64 degrees plus 43 degrees, and that's going to give us the measurement together of the two angles that we know, 107 degrees, and then we can take 180 degrees, which is the interior measurement of the three angles in a triangle, added up all inside together, 180 degrees, and we take away the two measurements that we know, 107 degrees, and again do some regrouping and some subtraction, and we're going to find 73 degrees. And that is the measurement of that green angle, angle x, 73 degrees. So here we used these two principles. One, that the interior angles of a triangle are always going to add up to 180 degrees, and the fact that supplementary angles are two angles that when you put them together equal 180 degrees. We used both of these principles and used them together to help us solve this problem for x in this more complicated figure. Once this makes sense to you, go ahead and try the practice problem that is grouped with this problem on the homework quiz for this week.